Welcome to Unsigned518's Weekend Spotlight for the weekend of March 8th, 2024. I'm Andy Scullin. I am your host. We got a ton of stuff coming up this show. There's so many good shows happening this weekend. I'm also going to be playing some music from A Little Overboard, some music from Sirsy, and The Sugar Hold, so stick around. I'll be right back.
He was born on a Saturday in 73. He loves punk rock music. The fight is a 13. Jamming in the dazzle jam. Rocking out on the bass guitar with the shortwave radio band. It's motherfucking Andy Scullin. Look at motherfucker, 'cause here it comes. Andy Scullin, wearing his orange hat.
So this first show that I want to talk about, I am super psyched for because I am fortunate enough to be a part of it. It is A Little Overboard headlining Empire Underground with the Hard Luck Souls, Tom Atkins Band, Anomalous, and Shortwave Radio Band. So we played with Little Overboard and Hard Luck Souls at A Little Overboard's album release party back in January. Yeah, in January at Putnam Place. Super nice dudes, and they were gracious enough to invite us back to open up for them at the Empire Underground in Albany. So we're not only psyched to be able to play Empire Underground, but we're psyched to be asked back by our friends A Little Overboard and get to play with everybody again. So again, it is tomorrow, March 8th. Doors open at 6 o'clock. It's brought to you by Upstate Black and Blue, SLP Concerts, and Step Up Presents, and it is at Empire Underground, 93 North Pearl Street in Albany. And if you would like, if you're listening to this episode, I guess as it airs or on Friday, there are still some advance tickets left. If you hit up the bands directly, I know I have a few here in my my line of sight as I speak. So if you'd like some advance tickets, hit us up. And so in honor of A Little Overboard and their first time headlining Empire Underground, I'm going to kick things off with a Little Overboard song. This one's called Goodbye for Now. And if you'd like, you can go back to Unsigned518 episode 58 and check out my conversation with Steve and Pappy of A Little Overboard. But in the meantime, it's Goodbye for Now on Unsigned518's Weekend Spotlight.
There's a million different ways to fall apart. Maybe I was broken from the start, but I lived my life and I opened up my heart. There's a million different ways to fall apart. It's not goodbye forever, it's just goodbye for now. It's not goodbye forever, it's just goodbye for now. Goodbye for now. So take my words and sing them every day to make those lonely feelings go away. You know I love you so, no matter what they say. So take my words and read them every day. It's not goodbye forever, it's just goodbye for now.
Little Overboard with Goodbye for Now here on Unsigned 518's Weekend Spotlight. And again, Friday, March 8th, A Little Overboard headline Empire Underground with the Hard Luck Soul shortwave radio band, Tom Atkins Band, and Anomalous. Doors open at 6 o'clock. So before we get going too far, I just want to remind everybody that this is just like a couple of events happening in the area this weekend. There are literally dozens of things going on, and I'm just kind of cherry picking a couple of them. So I urge you to do your own digging and find out some shows that might interest you, and maybe even get out and go check out some shows that are outside of your comfort zone, because that's really where you might find some great shit. Anyway, back to the show. So, also tomorrow is Death Cult Pharmaceutical with Blast Craze at Sweet Side Records. Death Cult Pharmaceutical is putting out their album Insane World, which also releases on March 8th, Friday, tomorrow, if you're listening to this episode as it drops. But they're starting at 7 o'clock. It's a free show. Sweet Side Records, 18 Curran Lane in Glens Falls. Go check out Death Cult Pharmaceutical. Check out their new album. It's called Insane World. And definitely go see them live. They put on a killer show. Super high energy. The definition of punk rock. So go check out Death Cult Pharmaceutical and Blast Craze at Sweet Side Records tomorrow. Another killer show happening this time on Saturday, March 9th. It's Straight Jacket. It's a one-time reunion show. They're playing with Underdog, Sworn Enemy, Spirit Killer, Grand Street, and Assault on the Living. It's going to be at Empire Live. This is going to be an insane show. I can't even put into words like how excited the hardcore scene, the upstate scene is for this show to happen. So it's not to be missed. It's Straight Jacket. It's one time only, brought to you by Upstate Black and Blue, and that's at Empire Live. So if you'd like more information, you can call Empire Live at 518-900-5900. They're at 93 North Pearl Street in Albany, New York. Also on Saturday, Candy Ambulance are going to headline No Fun in Troy with Yort, Precious Metals, TV Doctors, and Tall Ass Matt. Starts at 7 o'clock at No Fun. And if you'd like a little more information about the show, last week on the Weekend Spotlight, I talked to Steve of Yort, and he talks a little bit about the show. So you can go back and check that episode out. But it's Candy Ambulance headlining with Yort, Precious Metals, TV Doctors, and Tall Ass Matt at No Fun on Saturday, March 9th. So for this next show, I went down and visited my buddies, the Sugarhold. They're in the studio recording a new EP, and they have a show coming up on Saturday, March 9th with Roseway at Hangar in the Hudson. So we're going to go down and talk to the boys in the Sugarhold. I guess I'll throw it to myself. Over to you, Andy. Oh, thank you, Andy, for throwing it to me. So we're here at White Lake Studios. I'm here with most of the Sugarhold.
Thank you, Andy.
I have Mikey, I have Matt, McCullough, and Dan is actually currently tracking guitar.
Yep.
So
and Jesse just left.
And
Jesse was here
Jesse
earlier
just left.
with his daughter. Yep.
Yep.
So
Yes.
what exactly are we doing here?
So we're here at White Lake Music and Post, and we are recording an EP. So we're doing 5 songs. We're on day 3, and it's going real great.
This is probably the fanciest place I've ever seen. By the way,
It's weird. It's pretty weird.
We don't know what we're doing here.
I honestly don't think I'm allowed here. This feels weird. Yeah.
I like when I pulled up, because it was like no one at the reception area or whatever, and I literally just stood in the breezeway and like on security camera, I'm gonna look like an asshole because I was just kind of like looking around like I don't belong here. Like I don't belong here. What
He's
is
not
going
in the
on?
Sugarhold.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's super nice studio. But so you're doing a 5-song EP. So this, it doesn't even have a release date.
No.
This is not even done yet. And there are 5 songs. Have people heard these songs?
We have played a majority of them live. Some of them we've been playing for a long time. 2 of them we've been playing for a while. And then the other 3 are newer. 2 of those we have played live at the Electric Grinch. Well, just this year. Our shows this year. So at the Electric Grinch and at Unified we played at least one of them. So
And so, because we're doing this for the Weekend Spotlight, and we'll do a full episode or a special episode certainly for the album when it comes, or the EP when it comes closer. But what show do you have coming up this weekend? You got a good one, right?
So yeah, we're so March 9th, Saturday. We're gonna be at the Hangar on the Hudson. Our first time playing there with Roseway, who Rob is a really close associate of ours.
Associate.
He's filled in on drums. He's filled on guitar.
Honorary sugar.
He's definitely is an honorary sugar boy. And of the Atlas, Jay Woodruff from Out the Atlas was the guy who did all the guitars on the original Reef Break EP for the Sugar Hold. So again, another close associate of ours.
Nice.
And then Josh Clevenstein, who is one of Rob's friends. I think Jesse knows him pretty well too. Our drummer knows him really well. Who does like more of like an Adirondack folk kind of thing. And
Nice.
so he'll be opening it up. We're real stoked for it.
Yeah, very excited.
It's close to Matt's house.
Yeah, it's very good. I can walk there. It's great.
He's
You
really
walk there.
excited about it.
I think we're all really looking forward to crashing on Matt's list.
Right?
I got the room.
Yeah, we can just walk back up there, stumble up to Matt's place.
And so that's this Saturday?
This Saturday, March 9th. Yep.
And what time?
I think it's at
Six-
8 o'clock.
8?
I'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
Maybe doors
Yeah.
at 7, that sort of
Door
thing.
7, show at 8.
And it's right near the Ale House.
Yes,
so,
right across the street.
So that's go get some chicken wangs.
Oh, yeah.
Mike's
Yeah,
looking up on
doors
his
at
phone.
7.
Doors at
7:30 start.
7:30 start.
So that's probably when Josh will go on. So don't want to miss that.
Sweet. And so, I mean, is there anything else that anybody, Matt, McCullough, anything you guys want to touch on?
No.
Lead into it. That's right.
Yeah, I don't have anything. It's just,
Cool.
Yeah.
Should we play a Sugar Hold song?
Oh, sure.
Be
Yeah.
a good way to end it.
What one are you thinking?
Fuck it, play Motorcycle Boy.
Let's do Motorcycle. We'll do Motorcycle Boy.
All right, sweet. So we're gonna wrap it up with the Sugar Hold and get back to the show, and let's listen to Motorcycle Boy. Weekend Spotlight on Unsigned518. That's the Sugar Hold with Motorcycle Boy here on Unsigned518's Weekend Spotlight. All right, so now we're going to check in with Around Town with Amy Modesti and get Amy's top picks for the weekend. So number 1, the highly anticipated 10th annual Dustin Malee Memorial Concert at Brown's Revolution Hall in Troy is this Saturday, March 9th at 6 p.m. There will be plenty of local live music from Super 400 and Tommy Love for a Blue Machine reunion, Rob Bolu Band, and many others for an excellent cause. Number 2, Family Tree's debut show at Twisted Fiddler in Troy is Friday, March 8th at 6 p.m., $5 at the door to enter. And Amy's pick number 3 is an International Women's Day event at Colony Senior Services Center from 2 to 4 p.m. with many vendors, cooking demos, dancing, and music from Carmen Lookshire and Life's Guilty Pleasures. This is a free event. Around Town with Amy Modesti is a news and media website showcasing the Capital Region and beyond from photojournalist Amy Modesti. You can get more information at aroundtownwithamymodesti.substack.com. So now it is time for our weekly check-in with Frankie Cavone over at Mirth Films. Every week we're going to check in with Frankie or someone from Mirth Films just to see what's going on. So I've got Frankie on the line right now. Hey, what's up, Frankie?
Hey, what's up, Andy? How you doing, man?
I'm doing okay. Like all things considered, doing okay.
Well, that is good. It is warming up here in the Capital Region, which means it's almost time for outdoor shows. But until then, there's still tons of great shows that are happening indoors. Like tonight, got the Kooks March 6th. As I'm speaking, Kooks are going to be rocking Empire Live with Vaccines. Got Circles Around the Sun coming in with Michaela Davis at Lark Hall in Albany, New York. And, of course, for all the Deadheads out there, on this upcoming Friday, the 8th, Neon Avenue, one of the premier bands that play Grateful Dead music, will be taking over the Hollow as well. And it's just cool to see music just happen at an influx. And there's so many other shows I could talk about, but I might as well provide my jam band expertise. And all that stuff you can also find right on mirth-films.com, where you could also, if you're browsing and you're having trouble finding the link to all the Unsigned podcasts, you can see them featured right on there. Episode 114 with the great Alec Lewis. Somebody who I just want to give a shot. Maybe we'll turn this around about Alec. Alec is one of those guys who's just a sweetheart. Do anything for anybody, and great at running sound. Now doing the Alec Lewis group. Such a multi-talented person among many that exist right here in the Capital Region.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's funny, you were saying, like, as the weather gets warmer, like outdoor shows. One thing I've noticed just in the last couple weeks is just the amount of shows that are ramping up anyway, like as it's almost like that pre-warm weather buildup where like there's just so many, like, I'm trying to do the show and I'm like, which ones do I choose from? Because there's like, like 18 or 20 shows that I could talk about, but yeah.
I know, and that's a great thing. It's like, hey, if whatever genre you're interested in, the Capital Region has that market to provide it, and it's so cool. And jumping ahead a little bit, 518 Day, or also known as Andy Palooza, is also sounds like a rocking event as well.
Andy Palooza
who's going to be there? We got Shortwave, among many other
Alec
bands,
Lewis
right?
Group, who we were just talking about. It's
That's
Shortwave,
right.
Alec Lewis Group, Black Tongue Reverend, and then Erie will be headlining it.
Wonderful. Gotta love the Erie boys. It's right at Single Cut, right in Clifton Park, correct?
Correct. Such a great place,
All right.
man. Such
How's
a
the
great
beer?
place. The beer's fantastic. I really like their beer. I like the whole vibe. I like all the people there. Shout out to Teresa and everybody else there. Single Cut is like one of my favorite places. And I don't know if you noticed, but their color aesthetic is orange. So,
Well, look at that. What a coincidence.
I know. Maybe that's why I think they're so rad.
Absolutely. And Andy, as always, thank you so much for doing all the great things you do. Podcasting wise, I can't even keep up with all the episodes you got, but that's the great thing about podcasts is you can go back and re-listen or listen to something from a year ago. And I mean, 114 episodes. I think it's time to play catch up, people.
Yeah, absolutely. They're all there, and you know, and it's funny because I have seen the analytics. I have seen that the older episodes are still getting listens. You know, not as much as the new ones, but it's kind of cool to see. So people do go back and listen. All right,
Absolutely.
well, cool. Well, Frankie Cavone, Mirth Films, I want to thank you for checking in, and we'll do this again same time next week and see what's going on. And I'm sure as the weather gets warmer, there's going to be certainly more for us to talk about. So thanks, Frankie.
Absolutely. And if there's one thing anybody out there can do, if you're listening, and I hope it makes you hungry, go and have a Reuben. It'll change your life.
Yes, I saw that. Oh, man. That looks so good. Yeah. Go check out Mirth Films and watch Frankie rate a Reuben. All right, cool.
All right.
So, Frankie, thanks again for checking in, and we'll talk to you next week.
Sounds great, Andy.
That was Frankie Cavone of Mirth Films, and again, we'll be talking with him again next week. So, last show of the episode we're going to talk about is Sirsy and Katie Gallagher at the Linda WAMC's Performing Arts Studio, which is on Central Ave in Albany. I talked a little bit about the show with Mel and Rich on my episode with Sirsy. That was just a couple episodes back. But it's no secret that I love Sirsy, and I think they're great. I love their music. They're great people. And the same can be said for Katie Gallagher. I've had Katie on the show and become friends with her, and I really enjoy her music. It's going to be a killer show. There's so many shows to choose from this weekend. It's, if I wasn't playing my own, I'd be in a pickle because I would have to choose. But, my weekend is kind of chosen for me, I guess, which makes it easy. But anyway, before we go, I wanted to play a Sirsy song to kind of take us out. So this is 7 Seas from Sirsy, and it's here on Unsigned518's Weekend Spotlight.
Blow back again. And after all this time at sea, we can't find our legs, and we aren't steady like we always used to be. Ooh, but I don't want this whole world It's big as the seven seas.
That was 7 C's from Sirsy, and I want to thank everybody for listening, for following me on social, anybody who's bought me a coffee through buymeacoffee.com/unsigned518. I really appreciate it. It helps keep the show rolling. It helps keep everything easy and enjoyable for me so that I can continue to keep putting out more episodes. So look for regular episodes every Tuesday and Weekend Spotlight episodes every Thursday. The episodes drop right at midnight. So the first minute of Tuesday and Thursday, an episode will be available. And I'll also be doing special episodes here and there. And those will just kind of, I don't know, drop like whenever, So keep an eye out and follow me on the socials and like, rate, subscribe, all that stuff. Anyway, I am Andy Scullin. This is Unsigned518's Weekend Spotlight. I'll see you on the road. Unsigned518 is produced and hosted by me, Andy Scullin. New episodes are available every week wherever you stream podcasts. If you would like to help support the show, please like and subscribe wherever you are listening. Or you could buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/unsigned518. If you would like to advertise on the show, send me an email at unsigned518@gmail.com. And to be a guest on the show, reach out to me through Instagram at unsigned518. Take care of one another, and I'll see you next week.